It's an epidemic, and it does not discriminate. Its victims are of all ages, all races, and every socioeconomic class. Fentanyl is killing people all over this country at an alarming rate, and that's why the Cherokee Sheriff's Office is doing this public service announcement to make sure you're in the know.
I'm going to demonstrate for you now what could potentially be a fatal overdose amount of fentanyl using salt. And then just for visual representation and scale, I'm going to put a regular penny next to that amount.
It's frightening when you see firsthand just how very little fentanyl it takes to kill you. Cherokee Sheriff's Office Major Walter Jones says the illicitly manufactured kind making its way into the hands of the Mexican drug cartel is behind the record number of fatal overdoses here in the United States.
So what we're seeing now is a lot of our common street drugs such as methamphetamine, cocaine, ecstasy, even marijuana are being mixed with fentanyl. So what that does is it gives that drug a little bit more of a kick, so to say, even though fentanyl is an opioid. It's a synthetic opioid, so it gives you a feeling sometimes of euphoria, but when you have too much fentanyl, which is not difficult to do because the street pharmacists, we call them, have no standards for how they mix the drug with the common street drugs. So we're seeing a lot of overdoses nationwide.
Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid that is 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times stronger than morphine. According to the Centers for Disease Control, in 2021, the CDC says more than 70,000 Americans died as a result of fentanyl overdoses in the United States.
But because we're finding fentanyl in a lot of the street drugs we're seizing, to include marijuana, you know, is it really worth it? You have to ask yourself that. And now we're mixing a foreign substance into a natural plant that is now causing people who otherwise would have never overdosed on marijuana are now overdosing, and they can't figure out why.
The issue is drugs these days, to include even marijuana and vapes, could be mixed with deadly levels of fentanyl. And what's scary is you most likely can't tell because you can't see it, taste it, or smell it. It is nearly impossible to tell if the drug is laced with fentanyl.
What you have to look for on a pharmaceutical grade pill, it's going to be much cleaner looking. The imprints will usually be much sharper. The counterfeit medication usually doesn't have the same binders that pharmaceutical grade has. So there are things you can look for.
Major Jones says the drug is so dangerous and prevalent that his undercover agents even have to protect themselves on a daily basis.
And because of fentanyl, we have now changed our standards for handling evidence. So we use N95 masks. We cover our eyes with glasses, and we use gloves because we don't want to accidentally inhale or get the fentanyl into our bloodstream.
For that very reason, drug agents, deputies in Cherokee County, and most law enforcement agencies now carry Narcan, a nasal spray that immediately blocks the effects of any circulating opioid in the brain and reverses the overdose almost immediately.
It's an issue. It's an issue in every county in the state of Georgia and in every county in every state in the United States. So it's important for our community to know that we have an organization such as the Sheriff's Office, such as CMANS, that actively combats drug trafficking here in Cherokee County, but that we're also trying to put the message out that you have to pay attention to what you're doing, who you're dealing with, what your kids are doing, and it's not to sound an alarm, it's just education.
Major Jones says drug dealers are getting creative. A lot of his agents are seeing fentanyl sales now being done on social media. For the Cherokee Sheriff's Office, I'm Patty Pan.